that next step and that next move to get you where you need to go. This is your checkpoint in the business. This is your checkpoint in the business. I know a lot of you may not understand and know what checkpoints is, but I've been through some checkpoints. And the one thing you can't do is certain things you can't go through a checkpoint with. It depends on what checkpoint you go to. If you go to one and they're looking for alcohol, you can't go through there drunk because they're going to detect that you're drunk. You can't go through the one at the courthouse with guns and knives on you because they're going to know you got guns and knives on you. And that's the same way in this business that y'all in. You can't go in this business scared. You can't go up to somebody scared to talk to them like, oh man, I can't talk to them, man. Like, I'm nervous. I don't know enough about the business. Hey, you got that means you have to learn some more about the business. That means you need to devote some more time at what you want to be great at. If you say you want to be good, you say you want to get to $8,000, you say you want to get to $10,000, you say you want to be president's team member, whatever you want to be in this business, you have to put the time out. So you have to, every time you see somebody, you have to look at it as not an obligation like, dang, I got to go talk to them, but as an opportunity to do something great. To do something great. This is an opportunity that you decided to go down. This is a path that you decided to go down. So now that you're at this checkpoint, now it's certain things that you can't take with you. You can't take fear. You can't take your past disappointments. You can't take the times that you gave up in the past. At this checkpoint, you gotta take enthusiasm. You gotta take work ethic. You gotta take the fearlessness, the passion that once I get in front of this person, not only am I gonna talk to them, I'm gonna convince them why this is the thing to do. Why this is going to help their lives. So when you talking to them, you're not talking to them as if, oh, I can help them get into business or I can help them lose weight. You got to talk to them with that same passion you have. Like you got to get in there and let them know this is going to help change your life. And once you go in there, when somebody coming to you and they genuine, you sit there like, oh, okay. Even if it ain't something that you even looking to get to, just for you hear somebody hear you genuine, you can see somebody on the corner and they come and they give you a genuine story and they get there and they passionate about it, you'll sit there and listen to it even if you have something else to do. So you have to go in there with that confidence like, I'm finna get them, not for them, for me, for my family, because they may be the diamond. They may be the person that gets you to the next step. Because I can imagine, you know what I'm saying, somebody probably passed on one of y'all. Somebody probably walked right past y'all and be like, no, y'all ain't going to be the one to help me get to where I'm going. And I just look at it because some people looked at Steve Harvey when he was on the street. When he was out there, nobody seen him becoming, you know what I'm saying, having a syndicated radio show, TV show, game show. Like you said, continue to build his empire, his brand. So when you go to talk to somebody, you got to talk to them like they may be that diamond. So that gives you that motivation because the mindset is everything. So if you go in there with that mindset, like every person that you talk to may be the person that gets your business to where your business needs to be. Then you're gonna be more excited about going to talk to them. You're gonna get him that energy, that time. You're gonna sit there and figure out a way to help them understand this is what you're supposed to be doing. But if you go in there with the mindset like, oh, I just want to get them in the business. You're going to go in there with that attitude, I just want to get them in the business. So that they're going to come off with that, at that roadblock, they're going to check like, oh, he's just trying to get me in the business. He's trying to use me. But when you come in there with that energy, you come in there with that enthusiasm like, I want to change your life. They feel that. You feel it. It becomes infectious. It moves you. And I'm going to tell you, you can be moved. You can move people to greatness. So you can't walk past nobody thinking like, oh, you know what I'm saying, he ain't going to do it. You got to walk to him like this is the person that's going to help turn my business around. This is the person that's going to help turn my life around. This is the person that's going to help me make that $8,000 that I told me I was going to make, that $20,000, that president's team member, do something different with my life. This is the person. And when you think about that, just think about when you say if I want to meet the president, it's a certain way you go shake the president's hand. Because you look at him as the president. But when you start to look at people like, this is that person, you start to go to him different. You start to have that extra excitement about it. And it moves you to greatness. It moves you to greatness. But before I leave, I'm gonna give you a quick story. I don't want to hold y'all too long. It's about a king. A king, he had owned like a land, but it was out, you know what I'm saying, on an island. And he had a little small island where he go throw people at, like, you don't belong on this island no more. He go throw them and gather them on this island. And one day he walk out to the end of the island. He look over there. He get on his PA system, and he tells them, he like, if any one of y'all can swim from over there to here, you can have either my daughter hand in marriage, all of my gold, or whatever wish you desire. He was like, but you have to do it in 24 hours. But everybody that ever tried to swim through it, doing large part, the currents be so heavy. People drown. So like nobody's ever made it through. On top of that, he put sharks and he put crocodiles in the water. So now people saying, I ain't never seen nobody make it through, so I don't feel like I can do it. I don't feel like I can make it through, so I'm not going. So the king said, hey, I'm giving y'all 24 hours. If anybody can make it through, you can have it. So as he getting ready to walk off, he see one dude swimming fast as possible. And everybody on the land, they chanting like, go, go, go. He was the only person that was able to jump that was going in the water. He was going, everybody was cheering him on. So he got all the way over and he made it to the other side. He bending over in front of the king like, the king like, oh. He was so surprised because he never seen nobody make it on top of what he put outside in the water. So the king said, what do you want? My daughter hand in marriage, all of my gold, or whatever wish that you want. And the man said, he was like, your daughter, beautiful. He was like, oh, I would love to have your daughter. Oh, you have a lot of gold, you have a lot of riches. He was like, I wouldn't mind having that. He was like, I want the name of the person that pushed me in. And I'm telling you, I just pushed you. Now it's on you to continue to swim through. Thanks.